Hi there, my name is Kimberly Wilson of Tranquility du Jour, and welcome back to another episode of Tea with Kimberly. So grab something to drink, maybe pen and paper, and I'm going to walk you through my 8 seasonal Tranquility tools. Now, those of you who have the Tranquility du Jour daybook, which you can find at kimberlywilson.com and over on Amazon, turn to page 16. Okay, so we're going to go through these. They're in no particular order, but the idea is over the years, what I've found to be most helpful to infuse my life with tranquility on a daily, weekly, monthly, and seasonal manner. Number one is doing the seasonal life review. So basically, this is like a wheel of life. I do this with my therapy clients, my mentoring clients, people who come on retreats or workshops, and myself. I find this to be a really powerful tool. So here's what I write here. Seasonally reflect on all areas of your life, such as work, style, creativity, dreams, home, self-care, spirituality, health, relationships, finances, romance, etc. All right, so rate each one with your level of satisfaction. So 10 is like amazing, could not be better, right? 5 is, and then 0 is like no bueno. Now review the areas that ranked lower than you'd like and pin 3 action steps to increase your satisfaction in them. All right, so a seasonal life review, and I'll just give you a peek at what that looks like from the daybook. It's a wheel, right? And so it's looking at these different areas and laying out kind of how you feel. So for me, I noted that, say, relationships, I felt like was an 8. Self-care was a 7, finances 7, wellness 7, home 6, because I have 4 pets, 600 square feet, and a partner. We all live here. We all cohabitate. Somehow we make it work, but I do feel like sometimes that the walls are closing in a little. I want to keep living in a small space. I love it, but we got a lot of animals. Dreams I had as looks like it's a 6. Again, because I want to get more clear as I work to streamline and be more strategic. So it wasn't that I felt bad about my dreams. It was just that I've got some work. I've got some room for growth there. So some of the things I wrote in my piece, because home was among my lowest, which was, again, I think it's a 6. Sometimes it's hard to read the Wheel of Life, but I wrote, have a declutter day, clarification of my 2020 dreams, so that helps, right, with dreams, of course. Eat more fruits and vegetables, and go through magazines. How many of you are surrounded by piles of magazines? Okay, so number 2 is deep clean. Pull everything out of drawers, cupboards, closets, nooks, and crannies. Donate what no longer serves you. Dust off what does, rotate seasonal wear, and put things back in their place with a renewed sense of order. So I like to do this on a regular basis. So I'll just go through the paperwork on my desk, try to get that put in files, toss what I no longer need, jot down what I need to handle. So there's just something about regularly attending to this so that they don't become mountains and that our closet doesn't become filled with things that we don't wear. Number 3 is practice essentialism. Hopefully some of you have read that book. It's such a good book. Sorry if you can hear the snoring pug on my lap. That is Mr. Gizmo. So essentialism, review your life, personal and professional. Are you excited by what you see? Do plans make you feel drained? Have you signed up for that one thing too many? What small shifts can you make to bring your day back into balance? Surrender the glorification of busy. Carve out time to savor. Essentialism. Number 4, take a bed day. Now, this is something I came up with early on in my entrepreneurial journey when I owned a yoga studio and I worked 24/7, ironically, for a yoga studio. But, I just would find myself exhausted. And so Sundays I would spend in bed with my laptop, with all sorts of books and my planner and what have you. So even though it may be like, oh, you're just kind of working in your bed, there is something very soothing and calming about being in bed. Now, I don't typically use it so much for working the same way now, more for bigger picture planning or dreaming. Anyway, here's how to do it. Create a few hours to an entire day. Now, some people are like, there's no way I could have a full bed day. Okay, a bed hour or 2. For a rejuvenating day in bed, gather your tools. So I like candles, eye pillow, tea, of course, water, books, journal, rose water spray, comfy clothes, soft linens, and a chunky knit blanket. Okay, so for you, whatever it is that are like your creature comforts, lavender oil, things along those lines. Think anything that soothes. And begin with a luxurious soak in the tub, add a splash of sweet almond oil and a few drops of lavender oil. Then saunter into your quiet space to rest and reset. All right, number 5. Try something new. So take up a new hobby, make vegan cheese, lots of great recipes online, study a new language, pick up the guitar. Ukulele's really hot these days. Join a writing group, take a modern dance class. Studies show that lifelong learning is directly tied to health and longevity. Number 6, tend your garden. So seasonally, it's good to pull weeds, repot plants, rake leaves, plant bulbs, trim trees, even if you don't have a garden. So metaphorically, what would you like to plant, trim, repot, and clean up in your life? Observe what needs tending and do so with care. So tending your own inner garden. Number 7, rearrange. An important principle of feng shui, which is a Chinese philosophical system of harmonizing the environment, is that if you're feeling stuck, do some rearranging. Switch furniture, books, lamps, or art to create a fresh feeling in your surroundings. So I like to do this regularly. As a child, I would rearrange my room all the time. I was always like, oh, what's the perfect setup, with my tiny little twin bed and a tiny little bedroom. And then I actually continued into adulthood. And then when I moved into this place, it was like, oh, there's only one spot that the bed can go into. And really, the couch can only go 2 directions. So, smaller space limits your possibilities, which is perfect. It works just fine. But thinking about what are some things you could do? What could you rearrange? What could you spruce up? Do you want to wash the curtains? Things along those lines. And then last but not least, number 8, get cultured. Travel. Head out for live music. Personally obsessed with jazz. Watch your nearest ballet ensemble. Read the classics. Hello, Jane Austen. Get to know the Impressionists. Hello, Claude Monet. Try new to you cuisine. Watch a Broadway musical, check out an exhibit, listen to classical music, or visit a winery or tea salon for a tasting. So these are my tips, my ideas for 8 tools to bring forth each season to have a bit more tranquility in your life. And it also allows us to hit that pause button and spend a little bit of time in reflection so that the last season doesn't look like the next season. Lessons are learned, and we move forward, right? Seasons change, we evolve, we outgrow pots. What would it look like to bring these more into your everyday life and into your season? Thanks so much for being here, and please reach out. I love hearing from you, and you can find me over at KimberlyWilson.com. Thank you.